Now at 6, motorcades rolling through Chappaqua today as former President Bill Clinton gives testimony on his connection to Jeffrey Epstein. He is the first former president compelled to testify before Congress, and Tony Aiello is live outside the Chappaqua Performing Arts Center with all the details for us. Tony?
Christine, the hearing concluded just a few minutes ago, and it included a categorical denial from the 79-year-old former president. Bill Clinton telling the lawmakers inside that Performing Arts Center, quote, "I had no idea of the crimes Epstein was committing. I saw nothing, and I did nothing wrong." The venue is 1.3 miles from the home the Clintons purchased in 1999. A 425-seat theater now turned into a congressional hearing room. House Oversight members from both parties praising Bill Clinton's demeanor under questioning.
We've been asking the former president the hard questions. To his credit, he has answered every single question. He's not taken the Fifth Amendment.
The questions focus on Clinton's association with Jeffrey Epstein. Clinton hosted Epstein at the White House, traveled on his airplane, and Epstein bragged about raising money for Clinton's charities. In his opening statement, Clinton touched on painful family history. His mother, Virginia, abused by her second husband. Quote, "As someone who grew up in a home with domestic abuse, not only would I not have flown on his plane if I had any inkling of what he was doing, I would have turned him in myself and led the call for justice for his crimes." Leaving the White House for a trip to Texas, President Trump had this to say about Clinton.
I don't like seeing him deposed, but, they certainly went after me a lot more than that.
As for calls to force testimony from President Trump, the Republican leading the Oversight Committee says Bill Clinton had this to say.
President Clinton said, that's for you to decide. And the president went on to say that the president, Trump, has never said anything to me to make me think he was involved.
So Democrats disagree with that characterization. They disagree that Bill Clinton somehow exonerated Donald Trump. The Democrats say the video will clear that up and put it in context once the video is released. Tonight, CBS News has learned Clinton was specifically asked about that now famous photo of him in a hot tub with a woman. Her face has been blacked out. Clinton told the lawmakers he didn't know who that woman was. He was specifically asked, did you have sex with her? He denied that as well. Christine.
Tony, I have to imagine that this is an extraordinary event for the people that actually live in Chappaqua there. I'm wondering how the community is responding.
Well, yesterday and today we saw just a handful of pro-Clinton, anti-Trump protesters, most of them holding up signs demanding that President Trump be forced to testify about Jeffrey Epstein. And many people have been stopping by this parking lot over the course of the day, really just spending a few minutes and taking in the history of this moment, the first time a former president has been compelled to testify to a congressional committee. But I have to say, Christine, it's all very low-key. People aren't making a big deal out of it, mostly because people understand, Jeffrey Epstein committed serious crimes, and it is serious business trying to get to the truth of what happened.
Yes, for sure. Thank you, Tony Aiello, reporting live for us in Chappaqua. Thank you, Tony.